Sairam children. Children, this is the last part of chapter number 7. Okay, now chapter number 7 is Python fundamentals. See children, we have discussed near about each and everything in chapter number 7. Only few topics left over. So we will discuss today. Okay, let's start with our discussion. What we are going to discuss today? Okay, now our next slide is about bare bones of Python program, children. Say children, now in this slide you come to know actually how a Python programs looks like. So let's us take our discussion further. Now we are going to talk about the basic structure of Python program. What all it can contain. Before we proceed, have a look at the following sample code. Look at the code and then proceed to the discussion that follows. Don't worry if the things are not clear to you right now. Now, why things are not clear to you? Because many things we have not discussed yet. So maybe you feel something missing in that. Okay, children. So don't be get confused. When we move forward in your Python syllabus, each and everything is going to be um, it's going to be understood by you. Okay, so let's see how actually Python programs look like. See, now basic your Python program looks like this. You are able to see. So in your Python programs many things are there. Okay, so which things are there in your Python program? See, expressions are there, comments are there, blocks are there, statements are there, functions are there. Many things we have not discussed yet, but let me give you a small brief introduction about it. Okay, so side by side, when we move forward in your Python programming, your mind will be more clear. Okay, let's see what is there in the program. See, children, see, first of all, concentrate here. Hash sign. See, this hash sign is used for comments. Okay, now comments are the additional readable information which is read by a programmer but ignored by the Python interpreter. In Python, comments begin with symbol hash, or we say pond. Okay, and end with the physical line. See, children, like if I'm saying that a is equal to 15, because I know that a is assigned by 15, but if a person come here and he does not know about the Python language, how to read this particular statement, so how he will read a is equal to 15 simply, but he never read like that a is assigned a value by 15. Okay, so for that we can write a comment like this with the help of hash. A is assigned a value 15. Okay, so now this hash sign and this whole comment is not readable by the Python interpreter. Software is not reading this line. For software it is ignorable, but it is written here for a user so that he can understand what actually this statement depicting us. Okay, so this is comment. Okay, now see this line def cu. After cu you are able to see this parenthesis and this colon. It means this cu is a function. Okay, so when we move forward in this Python, definitely I will explain you function also, why we make function. I just want to tell you that function can be user defined and it can be built in. Okay, now print also we use this parenthesis. So here print is built-in function, because print meaning already we know, computer is already know what is the meaning of print and how we have to utilize this print. Okay, but cu is a user defined function. Now in this cu we will design this cu function according to us, how we have to use this cu function. So that is why I'm saying that cu is name given by the user, and the functionality is also going to decide by the user only. So here only one thing you need to understand, that is function, after that parentheses are there, so that is called function. It can be built in, it can be user defined. So when we read function, that time we will go more in deep in this function. Okay, so let's move to the next. Now a equal to 15. Now a equal to 15 means, if we are reading a equal to 15, it means we are reading statements. Okay, but if I'm saying only 15, if I'm saying a minus 10, what are these? These are expressions. Okay, when variable is having this full statement like a equal to 15, it says that this is a statement, but only 15 is an expression here. Okay, you're getting my point now. What is left here now? What are blocks? Blocks means a small scope, a small area where multiple functions perform. After that some action is going to take. For example, now a is 15 here, a is 15 here, b is a minus 10, so 15 minus 10 is 5. Okay, now print a plus 3. If b is greater than 5, you will print like this. So this is called block, because we are dependent here on b. If b is greater than 5, then only this statement works. After that, if this statement is false, this block will work. So this is called block. Actually, group of function only perform when this particular condition is true or false. So that block is called blocks and indentation. Okay, now I hope you are able to understand. Maybe you feel some confusion here, but when we move forward in the Python programming, we will do small program on the basis of this. After that, you will understand each and everything in clear mode. Okay, children, don't be get confused. Just a little brief introduction about the Python programming here. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Next slide is about, see, we have already discussed that what are expression. This 15, this 2.9 are the expression. So all these are the expression. So expression can be a legal combination of symbols that represent a value. Expression can be a legal combination of symbols that represents a value. An expression represents something which Python evaluates, okay, and which then produces a value. Okay, children, now let's move to the next slide. Next slide is about a statement. This already I have already told you that the if b is greater than 5, okay, print hello. Though this particular lines represent a statement. Okay, while an expression represents something, a statement is a programming instruction that does something. Okay, so we can say that statement is a action, whatever action takes place after reading an expression. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. What are comments? So what are comments? Comments are the additional readable information, like we can represent with this hash with pound sign. Okay, like this. See, colon means it requires a block here. So this hash line is only readable by the user. Python always ignore comments. Okay, a comment is a kind of a explanation of particular line which is helpful for the user. Okay, it is not readable by the Python interpreter. Okay, now multi-line comments. What are multi-line comments? See, many comments can be belongs to different lines, like a paragraph also can be there. For that you can use number of times hash Or second method is also there. You can use these triple quotes like this. Write something, whether you write in 3 lines, whether you write in 4 lines, then close these triple quotes. So this is also a kind of multi-line comments. Okay, now instead of this you can give hash individually to each and every line, or you can use this triple quotes. Okay, now move to the next slide. Now function, what is function actually? Function is a code that has a name. It can be reused. In the above sample program, there is one function, namely cu. The statement indented below its def. Def represents here function. In Python, def means definition of function. Okay, all statement indented at the same level below of def cu are the part of cu. This function is executed in main code through the following statement. Okay, now we will discuss about this function in upcoming chapter in brief. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Now what are blocks? C. Blocks C. If b is less than 5, this particular statements work. If it is not true, other statements will work. So this is called block. Okay, which is dependent on an expression. Okay, now see children, now next topic is there, features of print function. With print function we are having many features. Let's see. It auto converts the items to string. If you are printing a numeric value, it will automatically convert it into the equivalent string and print it. For a numeric expression, it first evaluates them and then convert the result to string before printing, as it did it in the example 2. Now, okay, this is your sample 2 children. See, in the example statement 1, print Python is wonderful. So Python is wonderful is printing direct here. Now print sum of 2 and 3 is 2 plus 3. Okay, now concentrate here in this example. Sum of 2 and 3 is, so this particular message which comes inside this double quotes, print as it is, then 2 plus 3 is 5. Okay, so we'll print the output as follows. 2 plus 3 is evaluated and its result is printed as 5. So with the help of print function you can print message as it is, and evaluation also can be done in the print function. So in this example, evaluation is also there and printing of message is also there. Okay, let's move to the next example. Example statement 3. See, a equal to 25. Print double of a. Double of, print as it is. A is 25, is print as it is, and a multiplied by 2. 25 multiplied by 2 is 50. So again we'll print the output as follows. A multiplied by 2 is evaluated and its result is printed. Okay, so in this way print function behave differently. Okay children, now another example of print function is it inserts a spaces between items automatically because the default value of SAP argument is space. Now children, here let me give you one example. See, consider here on this line, print, concentrate on this line, print my is here as it is, name is Amit. So in this, by default my name is Amit, all are having space between them. Okay, we are not giving extra something here. By default my name is Amit, all are having spaces like this. Okay, but if I want this dot line, these 3 dots after every word, like my, then 3 dots, then name 3 dots, is 3 dots, Amit 3 dots. Okay, so what we need to do, we have to give sep, we have to give sep variable equal to underscore 3 dots. It means after every word these 3 dots print automatically like this. Okay, so with this print function you can use sep keyword as well as. Okay children, getting my point? So this sep argument specifies the separator character. What specifies a separator character? Okay, now with this our chapter has been finished children. Only one topic is left here, which I told you that I will take in the next video, in upcoming video. That was, we have discussed about the, what we have discussed that time, we have discussed about the tokens. In tokens we have discussed keywords, identifiers, literals, operator, punctuators. But in this literals value, many topics were there: string literals, numeric literals, boolean literals, spatial literal null, literal correction. So I'm leaving this topic in this chapter children, because your chapter number 8, data handling, is only starting with this topic only. So I will take that topic in that chapter. Okay, so with this your chapter is finished. Now let's discuss the exercises. Okay, now special meaning words of Python fixed for specific functionality are called keywords. Okay, are called keywords. Okay, now names given to different parts of Python program are, so different parts of program name given by the identifiers. Data items having fixed value are called literals. So literals are having fixed value. Which of the following is are correct ways of creating string? So string can be created with the double quotes, string can be created with the single quotes. Okay, both are correct. Which of the following are the keywords? Which of the following are the keywords? So print is a keyword. Okay, and input is also a keyword. So now you are wondering that this B is also a print. Why I am not taking that keyword? Because in that P is capital. So keywords are always in the small letters. If keyword is written in the capital letter, it comes in the team of identifiers. Okay, now which of the followings are the valid identifiers? Which of the followings are the valid identifiers? Let's check. My name is correct identifier because A has having space between that. Okay, and my name C is also a correct identifier because in D hyphen is there and in A part space is there. So we never take in identifier such kind of things. Okay, now let's discuss question number 7. Question number 7 is, which of the following are literals? So B, Radha is a literal because it is coming in double quotes, and C, 24.5 is also a literal. Okay, now eighth one, escape sequences are treated as characters because when we talk about the escape sequences they behave like a characters. Okay, now next part 9, which of the following is an escape sequence for a tab? /t. T stand for tab. Which of the following is an escape sequence for a new line? /n. Which of the following is not a legal integer type value in Python? Roman. Roman is not a legal integer type value in Python. Okay. Now, 12th one, which of the following symbols are not legal in the octal value? 8 and 9 because octal deals 0 to 7. Okay. Then value 17.25 is equivalent to this B part and this D part. You can convert and can check. Then value of this is equivalent to this D part. Which of the following is an expression? This A and D. Okay. Now the lines beginning with a certain characters and which are ignored by a compiler, not executed, are called comments. Which of the following can be used to create a comment? This hash and this triple quotes. Which of the following function print the output to the console? This print, because P is small here. Okay. Now 19th. Select the keyword in the Python. Reserved keyword in Python. All of this. Else is also a keyword. Import is also a keyword. Print is also a keyword. The input returns the value as string. To convert the read value from input into the integer, dash is used. Int. To convert the read value through input into a float, we can use float, float. Okay, let's move to the next. 23. To print a line, a text without ending it with a new line, dash argument is used with the print. And the default separator character of print is space. To give a different separator with print, we use SEP argument is used. Okay, now let's talk about the fill in the blanks. A dash is a reserved word carrying special meaning. Keyword. Now, dash are the user defined name for different parts of the program. Identifiers. B answer is identifiers. Okay, dash are the fixed value. Literals. Literals is having fixed value. Literals. Okay, now dash are the symbols that trigger some computation or action. Operators. Fifth, and dash is a legal combination of symbols that represent a value. Expression. Sixth, non-executable additional lines added to the program are known as comments. In Python, the comments begin with pound sign, hash we also say. Python is a case sensitive language. Python is a case sensitive language because small letters and capital letters are two different things. Dash function prints the print value. Print function. Small. All are in small. Dash function input get the input function. Input. Okay. Now let's move to the next slide. Next slide is an input function returns the read value as dash. 1 minute. So 11th answer is string. To convert an input value in integer type, we use int. All we have discussed in multiple choice question. To convert input value into the float, use float. Strings are created with single, double and triple quotes. So first blank is single, second is double, third is triple. Now keywords can be used as identifiers. False. Identifier in Python can begin with an underscore. True. 0, 1, 2, 8 is a legal literal value in Python. False. Now let's come to the fourth part. 0 multiplied by 1 to E F G is a legal literal value in Python. False. 0, 1, 2, 3 are legal literal value in Python. True. Fifth answer is true. Sixth, variables are once assigned a value can be given any other value. True. Variables are created when they are first assigned their value. Seventh is also true. Python variables support dynamic typing. Eighth is also true because Python supports dynamic typing. You can rename a keyword. False. String values in Python can be single line string and multi-line string. Tenth is also true. A variable can contain values of different types at different times. True. An expression contains values variable along with operators. 12th is also true. So with this we have completed this chapter number 7. From the next video I will take chapter number 8, data handling. That chapter is also very interesting. Very soon I will share the notes of chapter number 7 with you. So complete your work in your fair notebook. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much.